Hey guys, Smart Toaster here. Now, as time has gone on, you've probably noticed that the descriptions of most of my songs go along the lines of, hey, I hate this song. Now, that was true at one point, but recently I've been listening through all of my songs and I actually seem to like them. Now, don't take this as me being egotistical saying that I'm so much better than everyone else, because by no means is my music better than anyone else's. I just want to shout out that I actually do like my own music. So, starting off at the number 10 spot is Energetic from the No Melody album. The reason I like the song and the reason why I put it in my intro is because it's the first song that I actually started mixing the electric and the realistic themes, and also I use a nice arpeggio. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It made it sound like I was going for hardstyle beats, even though it wasn't. Oh, and one more thing. When I was recording one of my videos, I can't remember what, I talked about Llama, a song named Llama, and this is a song that you can just see how much Llama itself changed into this. So, yeah, that's why I like Energetic. On to the next song. Number 9. Now, this'll come to a surprise. I can't speak today. This will come by surprise to many because Playful from the No Melody album used to be my most favorite song. I would use it whenever I wanted to show someone my channel. I would tell them about Playful, and that's why it's my most viewed song on my channel. But actually, it being on the 9th spot shows how much I've changed. I don't like it as much anymore because it's just too plain, you know? I do, however, like the Galaxy theme that I went for, and that's something I haven't been able to grasp again. But yeah, that's Playful. On to the next song. Alright, so number 8 is another No Melody song. We're gonna see a lot of No Melodies here because I seem to have made a lot of No Melodies. But this is Coffee Break from the No Melody album, and it was my first and only 3/4 song. I just liked that change of tempo, and I tried to make it sound like the Roost from Animal Crossing. That was my inspiration. I wasn't just trying to make a cover of the Roost, I was trying to make my own song that was inspired by the Roost, and I think I did pretty well, even though I believe this was one of the songs I made when I only had like 5 instruments. That's why a lot of my old music came out so bland. Alright, on to the next song. Alright, next we have another No Melody. It's named Solitude. This is one of my more shunned songs because it's kind of plain. I didn't tell very many people about it, and I think that this is the only song, or one of the few songs where the description doesn't say that I dislike the song. Maybe that shows something. Yeah, when I was making this song, I was totally overhyped. I was so happy with how it came out. But looking back at it at this point of time, it feels very plain. It doesn't have much going on, and as with most of the other No Melodies, it's very repetitive. So, on to the next song. Alright, so the next song is also from the No Melody album. It's called Hide. I used the eyeball that I made in this grade, semester 1 of this year. I did an English project, and I had to create some cover art for a book that I read, and I just felt like the eyeball stood out and matched with this song so well that I just took it. Now, that being said, there are a lot of things wrong with this song, and pretty much all of my other songs, but the reason why it's this far up on the list is because I think it was one of the longer songs. It took me a while to make, especially since I didn't use any arpeggio. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope so. I don't use arpeggios anymore because I feel like I'm just stealing from, the maker of the arpeggio. But I think this is what started it off, because I didn't. Actually, I think I just heard an arpeggio in the background. Whoops, wrong song, I guess. But it's got a very atmospheric element to it, and that's why I like it. Next song. Yes, here we are at Electricity. I love Electricity from the No Melody album. It reminds me of a lot of things, but also, if you look at the thumbnail, that you're seeing right now, it's the one song that's got a thumbnail that's just purely good looking. I like it. I like the thumbnail. As you know, I make the art for all of my songs, so that's no surprise. But I mean, of course I'd like something that I've made, but I feel like I did so well. I was going for a galaxy theme when I made the picture, but I use it for Electricity because it's got those colors, and I feel like this song totally displays my views on Electricity. Not my views on Electricity, but what Electricity can do for people, the amount of things. So that's why Electricity is this far up on the list. Alright, so now we're into the higher part of the list. So you'd be wondering, why would I put Happy Go Lucky here? It was kind of just for fun. It didn't have a very solid melody. It had a video. I couldn't even come up with a thumbnail for it, for Christ's sakes. But one of the reasons I did that is because it was fun. It was probably the only song that was fun to make. Now, making music's my hobby. I by no means care about YouTube. Like, I could delete my YouTube channel right now and I wouldn't really care. I just post things online to get feedback on my music. Now, this song is the embodiment of my energy. It's what was so fun, and that's why later on you're gonna see another song that goes by the same theme. I also love that for lack of a better word, just the style of music that I chose to use. It's just in capturing. I can't think of a word. Anyway, that's why Happy Go Lucky is this far up on the list. Alright, Battle. Now, why would Battle be up here? It's just a piano with some kicks and the snare. Or no, I think, yeah, a clap. Well, as you know, this was the background music for my first game. If you haven't played that game, you should go check it out. But I just like this song. I don't know. It had a more realistic melody and a more dynamic melody than the other songs that I've made. And that made it a lot less repetitive. Also, the thing I did with the bass just happened by pure accident while I was making the song, and that just made it so, like, da-da, da-da, that. That was totally by accident. Anyway, that's why Battle is number 3 on this list. Alright guys, here we are. We're getting into the real shit here. Starbound. Why is Starbound this high? Well, I like the idea of turning classy music, and I'm into classical. It's my anything orchestrated is something I like. I'm sorry I just touched the mic, I don't know why I did that. But I just love the idea of turning classy music into the opposite of classy music. And I think it came out really well. In case you're wondering how the song came to me, I was at a friend's house. He's got a tunes piano and I don't. His is a keyboard, so of course it's gonna be tuned. And I was just playing, like whenever I go there I play, I improv, and it always sounds really nice. I always get compliments on that for some reason. But I was just playing and I came up with this and I'm like, oh, I need to upload this to YouTube. So I actually recorded my notes on my iPod because I couldn't remember it. It was FFC. Yeah, I can't even remember it right now. But I'm speechless. I know what you're thinking. It's just a repeated loop over and over again. But that's why I like it. I don't know how to explain it further than that. Also, I like this build up right here, and then how it switches back into classy or classical music, but sped up. Anyway, that's Starbound. So now, what would number 1 be? I think it's pretty obvious. Alright, this is number 1. Okay, question. Why is A True True Friend, a My Little Pony song, number 1? Well, you see, this was my first remix, so that's one reason why. But also, I just love the song without the remix, so with the remix, it'll stay up there. And it also shows, I just thought of this, it also shows that I actually don't think my song's all that good compared to other songs, especially music like this. Not my remix, but the original. Oh, it was so great. But it was the first time I got into animating my videos for my music, and I think that was pretty good. And I know I've only done that twice now. That's Starbound and A True True Friends, but I mean, as she just said, there's no time to explain. It's just so great. Like what we just heard, the strings and then the brass section, I think that was a nice switch, and then it went back into normal thing. Anyway, that was my top 10 list of my favorite songs that I've made. Now, as I said earlier, I do not think my music's very good. Now, that also being said, I would definitely listen to my music like at school on my iPod. In my opinion, that's the kind of thing I would do. But as I've said, it's still pretty amateurish, and as I replied to that one person, or those two people, it's just I need to break from that. Anyway, I thank you guys for watching this video. You can, I guess, I guess, as I said, it does not matter to me. I don't care at all about my YouTube status. Honestly, I just make music because it's my hobby, it's fun, and along with school, it's the thing that I'm good at, you know? So, we're just gonna stay here until the song finishes, and I'm gonna bid adieu. Goodbye.
And if you feel like helping, we'd appreciate a lot. If you get up there and spread some cheer from here to Canterlot.